Ciaran, all I can say is fair play to you. It's brilliant what you've done here. The Salmon of Knowledge is on a huge wall in Drogheda, and you're the artist.
Finally, and thank you very much. Yeah, we've all been involved, you know, it doesn't get there on your own either, you know, but it's incredible to have it finally on the wall. Yeah, one of the dreams is come true, you know.
Yeah. This artwork didn't just arrive onto the wall, there was quite a bit of planning, including a photo shoot, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a lot of planning involved, from fire jugglers, proper film costumes, makeup artists, all sorts, you know, and the props, etc. So we went out to Fiach's pool, just 4.5 miles out the river, and recreated at night the fire, the catching of the salmon. That's my godson Jake, he played the character Finn, and Christy Finglas played the character Finegas. So yeah, that was that. Yeah, a lot of work.
So Ciaran, the process of research, I mean, you didn't just open a book one day and read the story and that was it. There was quite a bit of research involved, wasn't there?
Yeah, no, I stumbled across it while on a project in third year in art college, and then I started to really get into it. It was about 15 years ago or whatever. And then I came home to Drogheda, it was about 7 years ago, and I was kind of hungry to get working more on that piece again. That's how I was introduced to Richard Moore and then yourself.
Yeah, and we'd written about a lot of the mythology of the Boyne in Island of the Setting Sun, and that was like a gift to you, like here you go, here's all the myths. And
it was so overwhelming, the amount of information on this area in Drogheda alone is absolutely huge, you know, and the meetings were brilliant, hours and hours of drinking tea and just getting fed this incredibly rich information, you know, so that just kept spurring into, you know, more images, more ideas.
An awful lot of people who come to Brúnaboinne marvel at the megalithic art on the stones because it's the greatest collection anywhere in Europe, but nobody knows what it means. And in this mural you've tried to portray the idea that in one moment Fionn MacCumhaill sort of in a mind-blowing moment gets it, he understands it.
Yeah. No, I was trying to figure out how to, I did want to bring the artwork into the wall somehow, and playing about with it, I kind of had it, maybe there'd be some stones sitting around them or something like that, but it was just one of the nights I was playing around with an idea. It was actually during doing the mural that you get the inspiration. I was like, oh, maybe if I put some of the artwork of it actually around them, as in what happens when you do get that amount of knowledge, that amount of information, and you talk about it, like, well, obviously then you'd understand all the ancient artwork and that on the stones, you know.
Yeah,
so
brilliantly done. That's Curbstone 15 at Louth.
Yeah.
A lot of people might not know that, but they'll have seen it, but they might know which one it is.
Yeah. And it's lovely when someone does message you online or something and go, that's that stone, and you're like, yeah, it is, yeah. So that's a compliment, you know.
One of the things that myself and Richard were asking for years and years was, you know, did people living in ancient Ireland have their own constellations? Because the ones we know are all sort of Arabic and Greek, and they're from other parts of the world. Yeah. And we were sort of intensely excited about that idea, and you sort of took that on board with this mural by incorporating it in.
Yeah, no, it was from them meetings, obviously. I just became fascinated with it, and when I asked Richard, was saying what would the stars have been like 4,800 years ago, we were looking at it and we said, wow, Pisces is rising. And it was rising on the area where we actually did the photo shoot. So that's what you have then, is you have Pisces rising at the time. So there is a connection between the stars and the stories, and then that gets dotted then onto the landscape, you know.
Pisces obviously representing the salmon, the fish. Brilliant, yeah.